call this regular meeting of City Council to order here at City Hall, August 3rd, 2021. Are there any additions to the agenda this evening? Okay, are there any citizens' comments this evening? Okay, consent agenda, approved minutes, regular council meeting, July 20th, 2021.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second on the table. Any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries. Appropriation ordinance 0803-2021 in the amount of $97,252.44.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second on the table. Any more discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries. Appropriation ordinance petty cash, $235.26.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on the table. Any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries. All right. Moving on to department heads. Electrical department, Jeff.
I really don't have much. We've been working on that stuff over in that alley over east here behind Menaces a little bit. We're going to generate for capacity for Midwest Energy tomorrow afternoon. Have Mid-States down on some control issues on some heaters on that engine, but the same stuff's been in there for 40 years, so we had to do a little finagling to make stuff work. So, but we tore down the old well house. We ain't got it cleaned up yet. The street guys are busy, and so we don't have any way to haul and stuff off. Got the slab poured for the radiator and stuff whenever the engine comes. So,
Okay.
other than that, that's about it.
I understand you got a bill for that?
That's what Jamie said.
It'll be in the next appropriation.
I don't know how to code that, so I'll let her do that one.
Okay,
And
anything else?
helping Jason a little bit, you know, we capped off put the risers on the sewers on those two houses on First Street for them. And while they were hauling dirt and that stuff, but I mean, it's same everyday stuff, you know.
Okay. All right. Anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns for Jeff under electrical department?
I guess you got the cat figured out then, since we're gonna generate tomorrow?
Yes, we did. Bruce was here Thursday, last week, Thursday or Friday, yeah. Just a little, it's kind of a strange setup. That engine was set up originally was set up to peak shave and follow the paddle board. And so when we undid all the software so that we could run it by hand, it's kind of a finicky deal on where you put your settings to make it run by itself. So we got it figured out. In fact, he called me a little bit ago. We had a heater issue on that big engine, and it wasn't kicking it on and off. And he was coming back from Ashland. He stopped and fixed it on his way back to Salina. So we should be good to go. I hope. 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Any other questions, comments, or concerns for Jeff? Okay, moving on. Water department, Jason.
Well, not much on the water. Only thing on the sewer, I guess you guys have seen Mayors are here. And we had to help them find a couple of manholes here and there, but other than that, they're going. So,
Have they put any pipe in yet?
not that I know, I think they're just cleaning and getting that ready to go. Because I guarantee it's, there's probably gonna be about all the city crew is gonna go down there and start watching that.
That's gonna
Just
be
to see how it works, so if anybody else wants to join up, that's.
I've been watching, that's the reason I was asking.
The reels are rolling.
Yeah, everybody's kinda interested in this whole thing, so.
Okay.
So,
It's pretty neat.
Jason, looking under the administrative report, I've got the material waiting for electric for the water bulk project.
say that one more time?
Yeah, it says here you've got the material, has the material waiting for electric.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
on
yeah,
that, we're
well.
just, yeah, I'm just waiting on the,
He's waiting on me.
waiting
Okay.
on the,
Yeah.
getting it done,
Okay.
yeah, just to get it put up.
He's waiting on me.
All right. Okay, excellent. Anything else under water?
No, nothing on.
Anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns for Jason under water department? Moving on to street and park department, Jason.
I'll let Easy start this one off, and then we'll go from there.
And I got a couple calls like last month on the mailings. I guess they're running out of room down here at the plant, so they've been taking it up there. They asked me, like, hey, can we grab that? And I said, well, I don't think it's mailings looking at. I thought it was like the ash pile, And I went out there and it's asphalt millings. I just don't know if anybody's gonna start grabbing shovelfuls or whatever. What do you guys wanna do with the millings? Like, should they start taking them out there
Yeah,
to the truck parking or what?
we're running,
I just don't want people to start grabbing
it's
it.
building up down south, so we started taking it out at the tree pile. And he called me here the other day and sat there and asked about it, and I said, well, do that, or being that we're running out of room, I started taking it out there for now. And then he brought up, sat there, if we're gonna start taking it out to the truck parking, I figured if that's what everybody wanted to do, I'll just start putting it on the outer parts until the line gets run down the middle, and then we can just start putting it towards the center after the electrics run and the posts are all in for the lights.
We're gonna have to completely re-level it though with the water that it's holding.
Okay.
I don't know, I just don't want people to start getting in. Like, shovelfuls ain't bad, but if somebody was to go out there with the skid steer and load a pickup, I mean, so we had mentioned keeping the millings out there, so.
I need to talk to Rusty and find out when they have meetings. Cause he said we're gonna have to talk to them before we're to request Rusty to help, so. I'll find out when their next meeting is and we'll try to do that.
So, I don't know if you just leave it out there or whatever you guys want. I had 2 calls on it.
Well, I don't think anybody will surely steal any capacity wise, but folks could sure be the ones we bring back in first, for sure. We got cameras, don't we?
Just leave them where they're
I don't know, I just,
at. No, but yeah, I know what you mean. If someone's not stealing that.
Just go ahead and leave it where it's at right now. Anything else?
Other than that, you guys see we're trying to cook right along on the asphalt. I would like to, we got the last one going down here on south of the bank, and then we're gonna go hop over to Santa Fe, get the little S thing done from 1st to 4th. And then whatever we get, hopefully we get to going on more of that, and we're gonna start working that way from where the curb ends this way, and then from that on, we could seal. And then whatever we don't, we'll get going this way next year. And then I haven't had time to talk to Chris yet. I'll try to get my voice in there sometime and see when he can get helping us on that or get a bid in there or whatever he has time. And like I said, if it's 2 years down the road, then we'll skip Maine and go hop on some more. So, other than that, that's about it.
Okay. Anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns for Jason under the street and park department?
The streets are looking good.
Thanks.
They are.
Just trying to get it done. I just
Yeah.
want, yeah.
What's what? Okay, all right. Okay, unless there's anything else, we'll move on to police department.
We don't have anything.
Have nothing. Okay, anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns under the police department? All right. Do we hear anything from Chief Sanders under fire department? Okay. All right, Jamie, what do you got?
Excuse me. We have a car show coming up the 28th of August, and we were gonna see if we can have a beer garden. We have some leftover beer, so we're gonna try to get rid of that if it's okay with you guys. Just need approval.
Do you need a motion?
Probably fine.
I'd make a motion to allow Jamie to have a beer garden at the car show, August 28th.
I have a motion and a second on the table. Any more discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries.
The sidewalk thing, I don't know if anyone looked at it and is ready to talk about it, or if you guys even want to move forward on that. Yeah.
Remind me, for one lot, the city pays
50%, up to
50%.
$400.
Yeah. That was just my recommendation.
Right.
Have you had quite a bit of interest?
I've not spoke with anyone about it. I just know there's quite a few, they wanted to do that sidewalk to school, what was it called? Safe routes to school, and replace all that sidewalk, and I just know there's quite a bit of uneven and broken and
What street is this?
everywhere.
Yeah. But the
Yeah,
one you're
like weeds.
targeting first.
No, like it's not gonna be a target. It's gonna be like my neighbor, two to the east of me, their sidewalks really broke up. So that would give them an opportunity to be able to replace their sidewalk. Submitting the application, the city would have these funds. It's first come, first serve. It's like a grant kind of thing. Hey, you replace your sidewalk, the city's gonna help it out.
I think it's a good incentive. We don't know if it's gonna take off or not.
And I mean, yeah, there could be no one to use it, but
Where would the city's portion come from, Jamie? Are we gonna pull it out of?
I was either thinking 1% or the special. We have in general fund. We have a special other projects. Is what I was looking at. So, but to me, that I mean, the 1% seems like if we just have X amount of dollars, this is how many we can use each year, and first come, first serve.
Do you do 5 a year, 10 a year? I mean,
It was a certain amount of money, wasn't it?
it's up to $500
No, but
per
like,
project.
I think we just should designate a certain amount.
Yeah, that's what I'm
What was,
saying.
did you have it on there? Was it 5,000 or
I think
something?
5 or 10. I don't remember what I put.
Told me first come, first served until it's spent.
I don't see it. I just think you need to have it designated how much you're gonna spend.
Yeah, capped off. And I mean, once the money's gone, then it's gone.
So it
We
goes for a
match
year.
funds?
I say either
Max
4,000 or 8,000. That's
Essentially, it's just
gonna give
a
you
city match,
10 or
little
20,
match,
Right,
up to that.
yeah.
10 or 20 people a year.
Right.
And we can start with 4,000. I mean, if it takes off, it's something that we can test out, and then we can either add more or keep it.
Yeah, I wonder if you start at 4,000, that's 10. If it's a lot of interest, we look at doing more.
It's okay, it sounds to me like council's all on board for all of
Yeah,
this.
I'm good with
I
it.
think it's a good thing. I guess start promoting it,
Okay.
start seeing what you can find, see if there's any interest. Maybe we can get somebody to
We
bite
need
and take
to-
some stuff, so.
Do anything with John for that, through John, have anything?
I will probably type up like an application. I think I have something somewhere for like an application that another city's done, so I'll just make it to fit our program
I
and
just
then
think
have him
one of
look
the
it over.
stipulations is that we need to be very clear that even though we're helping pay for it, we're not responsible.
Yes,
for
that
it.
is in there. I'll send, I think I
mean,
think
it's
that was
still
in
their
what I sent you,
responsibility
actually.
in the future that if it
correct.
cracks or breaks, we're not liable for it.
Right. Yeah, I'll double check that, but I think that is in the paper that I put.
I didn't
sent
get,
you.
I
Yeah,
read
no.
through most of it, but I didn't get clear through all of it. I mean, I read the, skimmed through the majority of it.
But something I was thinking too is, we have like all different kinds of sizes. I think we should, when it's replaced, it should at least be 4 feet wide. And what I've been thinking is like when you attach to your neighbor's concrete, it would look odd. But we
There's
just have all kinds of
specifications
different
on that
sizes.
paper too. I'll send everything over.
Just make
to
it
you. It's
uniform all the way down the street so it doesn't look.
Well, no, because if the neighbor doesn't want to do it, it'll look odd, but
Right.
it really, I don't know. I've been thinking about it, but I don't have the right
Yeah, I
answer.
don't know how you do that. I don't know how you tell somebody it has to be a certain width.
Well, if we're paying for it, that's exactly how we do it.
Well, we're not paying for all of it.
Right,
No.
but it's in the,
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of sizes everywhere.
it's in here.
But
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta start
Stipulations for the bottom of the curve.
When they
That's
do
what you're gonna run into.
that. That's right. Jamie also mentions
Maybe before they.
That's why she gets paid the big bucks.
application, they go over and look at it, maybe.
Yeah.
Need common sense, you know.
Yeah, I
And
can
it
do
wouldn't
it.
have to be a certain width. I'm sure everybody's
Paul,
gonna have a
ours is
reasonable, if you can't make it wider, it's gotta be something.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah, I think it all says at least 4 feet.
I guess something else,
Right.
and maybe it's in there, Do they have to have a contractor do it?
There was something in there about licensed or something. wasn't there?
Licensed and, well, I know the city, I think I took it from Russell actually. I think I might have put in there that they need to be licensed.
They're gonna have to be permitted or,
Yeah, it's a permit fee of $10.
yeah, permitted anyway, so she'll be in the loop.
Well, that's just for. the
Submit an
person.
estimate from a licensed contractor with the application to participate in the program. And I can put if the homeowner wants to do it, but I don't know if I want to get in the. I mean, I can say I'm gonna go lay sidewalk. But, yeah.
I'm just thinking that if I had a property that I was putting a sidewalk on. I'd
You'd be able to do it,
myself.
right.
But I don't think those people should not benefit from it
Right, because they can do it themselves.
because they can do it themselves.
Like you, if you wanted to replace yours, you could do the work yourself. You just need the concrete cost. Yeah, I'm pretty sure theirs was worded a little different, so I'll go in and look at that.
Just something thrown out there, I mean,
Yeah, I'll go back and look at all
you know,
those
maybe
things.
somebody has a buddy that, hey, I'll come help you pour brand new
Right.
sidewalk in front of your house, he may not live around here.
Right.
But,
As long as it follows the stipulations of the grant,
Right.
then we'll be all right, so. Okay. Anything else, Jamie?
No.
You wanted, in your report, you wanted to remove 206 and 209 West First off of the property code violations?
Yep, they are down. I emailed Chad today and he said that they're hoping to get the rest of that complete by the end of the week. And I also asked about 2nd Street because that was looking pretty bad and we had the city guys go knock down those piles. So they're ready for Chad. He wanted to know if we had moved any dirt in, so, but I don't have a date for 2nd Street, but we should be getting that in. One other thing is I did check on West Street with the people that we use for our spraying, and they don't want the liability with the crops right there. So I'm gonna continue to try to reach out to Ryan, or Jeff had talked about our sewer trailer doing it before. So that might be something that we can get the guys loaded up when they're in between streets and go get that knocked down at least, because they're too tough.
I'm not sure how that gun works anymore. It's been quite a few years since we used it, but I think they're looking at it, I think.
Council?
Fly crops like
Did we
everybody else.
get the invoice on 4th Street yet for that demolition?
5,000.
Did he indicate at all if the other properties would be the same?
I believe they will be.
Just curious.
Yeah, that's the way he said. That's the way he talked.
Yeah. At least those two.
Right, and we spent a little bit more on this one because Bob helped us haul, and I don't think Bob helped us on this one, or these
it
two.
should be.
So it'll be a little cheaper, and the trees also.
Sure.
We could get Solis to come in and do the trees, so. Yeah, the ones moving forward should be a little bit better.
that looks good.
Council's okay with removing those two properties off of the
Yep.
property code violations?
Yeah.
Okay. Take care of that, Jamie. All right, and I assume that we're still on the same status with the housing numbers?
Can we just, I mean, we got a lot of them done. Can we remove that? Or do you want it taken back over?
Take it off for 60 or 90 days till we get some more manpower. Want to
Look at it?
revisit it.
So in about 90 days, just come back and look at it again? That'd be fine.
Just an idea.
I can add
Put
it
on
to
your
my
Whiteboard item.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll add it to my whiteboard.
Get a bigger whiteboard.
Oh, there's still room up
I
there.
have 2 whiteboards now.
Okay.
I actually do need to use some sprinklers.
Got anything else, Jamie, under you? Okay. John is not here. Move on. We've touched quite a few things under old business, unless anybody has any other questions regarding anything under old business. Okay, moving on to new business, ordinance 1086-21.
This is the ordinance that John wrote up for the Sunday sales. So it just changes the time there for Sunday for us to be able to match what the state has. So we just need that approved.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 1086-21.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on the table. Any more discussion? All in favor, raise your hands. Motion carries. All right. Okay, we have a 10-minute executive session to discuss employee performance. I assume you want everybody around the table and yourself, Sergeant Brett?
Oh, is
No.
this
This is just the table.
Just
This
the
is
table?
just the table.
Yeah. The next one is.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So moved.
Second.
We can go
I
home.
have a motion and a second on the table. Any more discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries. We'll resume at 7:31. Order. Okay. We have a 15-minute executive session to discuss potential, wait, do you want to have,
No, that's fine.
okay.
Yep.
Potential hire for the police department to include everyone around the table, including Sergeant Perez.
Correct. So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on the table. Any more discussion? All in, all in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries. We will resume at 47 after.
I would make a motion to promote Sergeant Perez to interim chief with a pay increase to $23 for the added responsibilities for 6 months.
Second. I have a motion and a second on the table. Is there any more discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries. Okay, we have a 5-minute executive session, potential hire for the police department
So moved.
to include everyone around the table, interim chief Perez. Okay. We have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second on the table. Any more discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries. We'll resume at 7:53. Okay. Call this meeting back to order. I ask council that we extend the last executive session to include everyone around the table, including interim chief Perez, for 5 minutes.
Second.
A motion and a second on the table. Any more discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries. We'll resume at 7:59.
Well, you're welcome.
Call this meeting back to order.
I would make a motion to hire Michael Craven for the police department, starting at $17 an hour.
I have a motion and a second on the table. Any more discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries. Okay, need a,
So I'd make a motion to amend the agenda and add a 2-minute executive session to discuss employee performance, to include everybody at the table and interim chief Perez.
okay. I have a motion and a second on the table. Any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries. We'll resume at 8:02. Call this meeting back to order.
I'll make a motion to give Dusty Melton a raise to be at $18 an hour.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on the table. Any more discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries. Unless we have any more business this evening, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I have a motion and a second on the table. Any more discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries. Meeting adjourned.